Hi, in this video, I'm going to look at the ER diagram in the case study and then bring the data into my workbook. There was a significant change in Tableau with respect to joins. So this is an update to the video that I posted earlier. Any version in 2020, any version that's 2021 and above, is going to have this default behavior where it'll establish a relationship rather than using a join. So I'll get you started here and show you what this looks like. So I'm going to go on Tableau. I'm going to open up a brand new workbook. And then I'm going to click on connect to data. Okay. And I'm going to connect to a file. Okay. And go to the directory where I have all of my files for the case. I'll start with, let's start with transactions. Okay. So I'm going to start with transactions, and you can update now and see what that table looks like. Okay. Let me go to the actual case now and look at the ER diagram. The ER diagram shows there's a transaction table in the middle, and we have these 5 other tables that are linked using different linked with different primary keys and also different attributes, basically, right? So I'm gonna connect some of these and kind of show you that even if you don't have to, unlike the previous version where it's explicitly tell which joins you got to do, in case you don't. If you look at the bottom here, it tells you what type of joins you should do for these, right? But I guess in the newer version of Tableau, this is not required anymore. So let's get started and see what the behavior looks like now. So let's go to Tableau, go back to Tableau. So I'm gonna take my Tableau and take my transaction, and let's start with the sites table. So I'm gonna bring in the sites table. Okay. And as soon as I put it there, it'll open this window, edit relationship. It's asking for which fields you want to use to link these two tables to transaction and sites. If I look at my ER diagram, we're going to use a site code attribute. So I'm going to go click on site code. And then I'm also going to click on site code on the sites table. Okay. Close. So now they're linked. Okay. So what's different now is that the Tableau doesn't make you pick a join. Okay. So this is called relationships. They're more dynamic. They're a more flexible way to combine data from multiple tables when you're doing your analysis, and you don't have to predefine your join types for relationships. So I'll show you what the joins will look like though. If you go look at the other video, or if you double click on this, okay, now you see this table here. You can actually drag in the size table, okay, and now this is like the older version, where it'll tell you which joins you want to do, and the other parts are the same. You got to specify which attributes you want to use to join, but you got to specify what type of join you want to do, right? So we don't need this now, okay, because Tableau now, this is not default behavior. So I'm gonna remove this. Okay, we don't need this for now. Okay, so right now transaction and sites are linked. So and then let's add some of the other ones and see what the behavior looks like. Let's try putting in the employee master table next. So I'm gonna drag in the employee master table. I drag this and put it underneath the sites table. Okay, so then creates another dialog box. Again, I don't have to specify the join. I just have to link the fields. And so if I go back to the ER diagram, let's quickly go back to the ER diagram. And I'm looking at the relationship between transactions table and employee master. The field I'm going to use is the employee ID. So I'm going to use employee ID to link these two. Let's see here. And then from the transactions table, the employee ID, the matching column is going to be the manager. So let's link those two. So I'm going to go back to Tableau. For the transactions table, the field we're looking for is the manager table. So I'm having trouble scrolling here. Manager table. And then on the employee master side, I'm going to pick employee ID. Okay, so that looks good. Okay. Right. Let's do another one. Let's bring in the let's do the material master one. So let's go into material master. I'm gonna put that in there, not a union. Okay. If you look at the ER diagram, material master, the field we're looking at is the material field from the material masters table, and then the item field in transactions table. So the transaction table, the attribute we're looking at is item, and then from the material master table, the attribute we're looking at is material. Okay, so that's two. Say close. So I'm going to resize it. There's a problem with my resolution of my computer right now. So now these two things, all of these are linked. Okay. So let's kind of browse around, look around. So what's different in this new version or this updated version of Tableau is that when you had joins, it would create basically one static table when you make all those joins, right? But now these are technically separate tables, and this kind of gives you more flexibility down the road. I'm not, and I think Tableau makes makes this clear, right? This might not always work for all cases, but I mean, this is their default behavior now, right? So you should be able to still bring in all your tables into Tableau for the case study in the same fashion and for the rest of the analysis. Okay, so this is an update from our earlier video because of the change from Tableau 2020 to 2021. Okay, so hopefully this is helpful, and I'll see you in my next videos. Take care.